Yeah! Hunted down the decent criminal in the place to be. Yeah. Woo. You know, the dwarves are masters of soul. So ladies, shake that ass. Show me what you're working with now. I had some schooling, but they threw me away for being in prison and refusing to pray. But still I'm grateful for the things that I learned, and you gotta burn! Don't shine with reason or rhyme. It's time, it's time. Oh yeah, you gotta burn. You gotta
Welcome to Manchester. I'm Blag the Ripper, rock legend.
Welcome.
What's going on?
Well, you're at Rebellion Club, and you just played Rebellion.
Rebellion Fest, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Synergy, man.
Yeah, it's all coming together in a circle.
Come together. Yeah. It's like sweaty ass cheeks. You know what I mean?
Not in Manchester. It's not been hot here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. It's always dismal in England.
Not always, but a lot of the time it is.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, you guys have a reputation. Your music talks about a lot of things. You're very controversial in some of your topics.
Good looking. I think we're one of the best looking bands out there.
Especially the guy with no name.
That's right. Yeah, he who cannot be named. It's like an icon.
Yeah. He's so good looking he has to wear that mask.
That's right, man. He doesn't want to embarrass the rest of us. That's why.
Exactly. But
Yeah, well, we've always been a kind of controversial band in that way. We talk about things that other people won't talk about, that you're not supposed to put in a song, in polite society. But, I was raised in the punk rock scene, where you were supposed to be able to say what you want, But I think, like, freedom of speech is, like, mostly wasted by people who don't really have anything to say, So we actually, when you actually have something to say, then people don't like it, but some people like it, so that's why we do it,
And you put on one heck of a show. When you're on stage, it's not just a few guys standing up there playing instruments. You really go for it.
I'd like to think so, yeah. I mean, it's having an action-packed stage show, I think, is essential. You got to have good songs. You got to have a wild show. You got to knock them on their booty.
But a lot of bands don't do that. What made you decide to really be a showman and have the band be show people as well?
A lot of bands suck. Most bands suck, and most bands are just the product of marketing and boring shit that I'm not interested in. And, I always wanted to have a great band where I always told the band, try and be better than me, show me up, Most bands where it's like the front guy's like, hey, sit in the background. Don't embarrass me, because I'm sitting here not really doing anything, so don't you do anything either, And especially, like, punk rock became weird that way. Like, it didn't used to be that way, but it became very fossilized, And so now it's like people who are afraid of a lot of things. And now in America, and probably here too, it's also this whole thing of being afraid to be too manly or too, whatever you are, too, like, part of the dominant groups, too heterosexual or too white or whatever, And we're just not an apology band, We don't apologize for anything. We just are what we are, And we always been very accepting of everybody else, I'm not trying to shut anybody out. But people are scared, They always been scared of us. We were getting kicked off bills back when we were on Sub Pop in the grunge days, and we've been getting kicked off bills, Gilman Street in the punk days, and, we just, like...
I think the cameraman has to answer the door.
Yeah, see how that goes?
Gilman Street and the punk days?
Yeah, yes. I mean, it was like... It was just always being people are afraid. They don't want something that's going to blow them off the stage, right? So they say, oh, we don't like them, or they did this or that, There's a lot of, like, people be surprised, There's a lot of kind of bullshit, backstabby stuff in rock and roll, because people don't want to say, like, oh, my girlfriend wanted to fuck that guy, so I don't want them on the bill, that kind of shit.
That kind of stuff. That still exists today.
It's always existed, yeah. And, in England, you get to, like, hey, make those guys, like, 20 dB quieter when they play, and just all that bullshit. People are scared. They're scared of all kinds of shit.
I think people are fearful in general of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Even people you wouldn't expect.
That's very true. That's very true. Going back to that Rebellion thing, you played in front of large numbers at Rebellion Festival.
Absolutely.
And now you're at a small club show.
Right.
What do you find the difference for you playing those two different atmospheres?
You make a lot more money playing in front of more people. I prefer more people. More people, more money, more pussy. I'll take it. You know. The other nights I just kind
used to
of.
be in it for the music.
They
changed, man.
Fresh Prince of Darkness.
Hello.
He is a legend in this business. That's right. He's calling me out. I used to be such a good guy.
Yeah, we never were.
Never a good guy.
We
Okay.
ran for the music.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because like bands do get into it for the pussy, for the money, and then everything's just about lying about it. And then when you come out and admit it, they people want to hold you down. Like, no, no pussy, no money for you.
Bono and the Edge formed U2.
Right.
When they first formed it, it wasn't to save the world and feed all the starving children. It was to get laid and get free beer. That's why they formed their band. They made
That's
their
it.
money and they got their pussy. Now they can save the world.
Now they can save the world.
Right.
When
But
they first did it, it was to get free beer and to meet girls.
Yeah, that's right.
is that why you
Morrissey
guys
first
formed?
did it? It was to meet farm animals.
Save them.
See why we get kicked out of everything.
Yeah, you are in Morrissey land, but nobody really likes him these days because he had the right wing stuff on his jacket. and-
Right wing. I guess if you're left wing enough, you eventually turn the corner and become right wing.
Yeah,
Goes
he did
full
this
circle.
Yeah.
He did this night show with some right-wing English pin.
Wow.
Suffered a huge backlash.
So has the right wing started loving him over here, but the left wing doesn't, or does everybody hate
I
him?
think everybody hates him.
We could read.
Right.
I think, yeah.
Telling you, man, it's fraught out there with all the things you're supposed to do. Dwarves are a rock and roll band. We come out and go wild and try and have fun, and that's what we're here for. I try to not take all that stuff too seriously. I mean, I'll think about it in the back of my head, but when I'm on stage, when we're on stage, we just ignore it. Like we when we were kids, we loved to play rock and roll. Then in the middle, like you get a record deal or you get to do something more, and you get all frustrated. No, we got this and we got that, and we didn't get that. Man, I just reached a point where it all just went around in a circle, and I'm like, wow, I still get to play rock and roll. This is pretty fun, and that's where I hope it stays till I die,
I think that's a pretty damn good life. Good way to look at it.
Yeah, I can't complain, man. Old guy, get pussy, fuck it. Right? I'm not crying about it.
Why not? And on that note, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I've never seen you.
Well, tonight's your night, girl. Get your panties on. Your knickers, as they say.
My knickers.
All right? Get your knickers on, girl. Knees up, Mother Brown.
One last question is, so what's all this thing?
Is what?
So what's all this thing?
What's all
So what's all this then?
That's a good question.
So what's all this then?
What's all this then? That's a good, yeah. I'll
Good
leave
question.
you on that note. It's kind of a philosophical question. What's all this thing? Yeah.
We shall ponder this.
All right. Ponder away. The Dwarves. Best looking band.
Yeah.